someone faxed me the criminal complaint to the hotel. I remember sitting with my brother, reading it, and the information in it was basically everything we had submitted to the FSA, although the way it's written and the DOJ say this is painstaking investigation has led to, there's no mention of us going forward, right? With some emails that they've cut and pasted in, and the emails are dynamite, right? And you know, I've got actually a photograph of me reviewing 3 months of my emails, and I'm standing with a stack as I'm standing up this high, and they've literally taken a couple of statements here, a bit from there, cut that one out, but it was dynamite. So much so I sat with my brother, and he's reading it as I'm reading it, and I'm like, I just said to him, I must have had a lobotomy or something, because I think I did this. It seems to me reading this, I did this. I stole this money. I just, because I didn't think these people lied. I didn't think that they manipulate. I didn't think that they cut and paste and do things. I grew up watching bloody Law and Order and all that. I thought everybody's a good guy, and you know, they're down there doing some investigation, and it would be very soon to be saying that guy Mulgrew is okay, we need his help, but you know, he's fine. And instead what you get is just this contorted load of rubbish.
One of the bizarre things about all this is that when the charges came out, you know, you read the charging document, we, the three of us, were alleged by the US government to have conspired with Andy Fastow and Michael Copper to defraud NatWest. And what the charges were saying in a nutshell was that we, the three of us, had persuaded our employer NatWest to sell an asset which we knew to be worth a lot of money at an undervalue and then profit from it ourselves. So the allegation very simply was, we knew this thing was worth a ton of money, and we got together in a dark room and said, hey, you know what? Why don't we persuade our employer that it really isn't worth anything, get them to sell it, and then we can make all this money. Well, it was nonsense. It was absolute nonsense. The asset was worthless. NatWest got a fair price for that asset. NatWest knew it had got a fair price for the asset. NatWest told the Financial Services Authority, when the Financial Services Authority was investigating, that they'd rerun the numbers and they were content with the price. There was never any issue over that. So the whole premise of the charges from start to finish was nonsense. It was absolute rubbish. But there was nothing we could do to rebut that, because the new extradition arrangements, when they came out, did not permit any examination of evidence. It was just a check the box exercise. And that was what stuffed us. You know, we said all day, every day, to anybody who would listen, this is nonsense. There is no way on earth that NatWest is defrauded. One of the most bizarre things about our case is that all three of us, to this day, are still banked by NatWest. NatWest are our bankers. They've never accused us of anything, ever. They've steadfastly refused to accuse us of anything. They knew the whole thing was a crock of shit.
Up sweating and, you know, like really, really stressed, really anxious, because everywhere, it was all over all the papers and stuff. We got to jail for 35 years, right, in Texas. I remember going to a football game the next day and looking, because I love Japan, I love the people, I love the culture, and it's a wonderful place. And I was looking at these children walking along, and I just started thinking about my own two kids, and thinking that, you know, I would be deprived. This stupid thing that I can barely remember is going to deprive me potentially of being a father to them, to bringing them up.